What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. Let me reset the star goal from yesterday. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. I'm going to get out comments here in just a minute. I'm just resetting a couple things there. I'm on much earlier than normal, and this is going to... I can at least get myself out of bed by 8:30 in the morning and start by 9-ish. I'd like to start earlier, but, you know, sometimes it's kind of just kind of tough. What's up, Kevin McElroy? How you doing? See if I can beat this level in the time I have left. I doubt it. Oh, nope, that'll cost me. Oh no, there's no way. You like my shirt? Thank you. Here we go. Ori ran Shaw right out of the building. What did Shaw ever do to you? Uh-oh. Got a silly inspection at your place today. What would that be? Hey. Aw, shit biscuits. Here we go. Anybody who comes in to kick now saying, tired of streaming to 0? Let's change that. Only at blah blah blah.com. Blah, 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 blah. You're banned. You're banned, bitch. Anyway, checking the smoke detectors and the sprinklers. They do it every year. Hey, fair enough. You know who's gonna check your sprinkler? Henry Winkler. There he is. Oh, you couldn't see your avatar? Fair enough. Yeah, checking the smoke detectors is always a good smart thing to do. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Jimmy! Here we go. It's a program called Stream Avatars, Jimmy. Here we go. And no, it is not free. You do have to pay for it. And I also paid for extra server room. Just look it up, man. I am not here to teach, I'm here to play. You know, I had to root around and figure it out, so especially if you're just going to be like, okay, bye, you know, then definitely, you know, not worth helping. Are you a, let's see. No, there's no way for free. No. It's a paid program. Are you a kid? I kind of wish maintenance could have done this inspection when they did the other one, which was only 16 days ago. It seems like they could have just scheduled them together, right? Yeah, that sometimes happens. Hey, oh, let's see here. Hey, you figured it out. Hell yeah, there you go. Sure, no, absolutely. But something is leading me to believe that you are a kiddo. I'm just curious. Logan said yes. All right. Hey, understandable, Noah. Thank you so much for joining, dude. This is your very first time here, Jimmy Paw. Why are you asking me questions like you're... I mean, I don't mind you asking me questions, but the kind of questions you're asking me are like questions that a regular viewer would ask. Like, how do you even know I have alerts going? Don't... You're definitely a... Okay, Jimmy. I'm back, no log? Question mark? I have no what you mean. I have no idea what you mean. Right, those alerts are for Facebook. Facebook, and other places. I have those on my other streaming software. Yeah, no one abbreviates Legacy of Goku. No one's gonna know what you mean if you say log. I'm sorry. Unless they're like a regular Legacy of Goku player and you're in some kind of Legacy of Goku, you know, like forum, you know, no one's really gonna know what you mean. Unless you would have put Dragon Ball Z LOG, you know, DBZ LOG, that's how people are gonna know probably. All right. Troy said, good game. Be honest with me, Jimmy Paw and Billy Paw, you're a kid, aren't you? We were talking about it last night and you didn't catch it then, but it was, I did catch it because I said I liked that game. I never 100% said I was playing it this morning. Hey Amanda, welcome in. You're here at work, but you don't have anything to do? Until the hubby gets off so I can wash his clothes. There you go. Oh, that was so close. Holy crap. Hey, awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, Legacy of Goku would be something that I couldn't start with anyway. I don't know how that game would do. I would have to start with something else and then do it like afterwards. Nikki Griffin, welcome in. Oh shit, that was stupid. I thought the thing was gonna remain down. No, I'm not using a Switch or Virtual Console right now to play that. No, and if I played Legacy of Goku, I would use my Game Boy player and Game Boy player along with my Wavebird and my GameCube, which I have hooked up through a RetroTink. Right now, to play this, I'm using what is called it's an AVS. Okay, it's an advanced video system. It's a Nintendo. It actually takes real cartridges. I have my real Punch-Out right here because for some reason the cartridge for Punch-Out, the ROM on this doesn't work for Punch-Out for some reason. This is an HDMI Nintendo that I'm using. I also have an HDMI Sega, an HDMI Super Nintendo. The HDMI Super Nintendo is right here. And then I also have a HDMI Sega, which is right here. I remember Yu Yu Hakusho on Game Boy. I still have it. So, yeah, I'm not using Virtual Console to play this right now. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Legacy of Goku, unfortunately, would have to be like, hey, I'm playing this and this, and then I'm going to end with Legacy of Goku. You know, and then if Legacy of Goku does well, you know, then I would maybe play it, but I kind of would have to test the water. I loved the Yu Yu Hakusho game for Game Boy. It's unfortunately not held up that well. It looks really terrible now, but yeah. No, I use mostly real hardware, but I love using the Virtual Console. I do have a Wii hooked up, and yeah, I actually bought those my first year of streaming. Oh, knowing you, you might own it. You can't stalk people in streams. I won't allow it. She's just kidding, though. Amanda, hopefully you're just kidding. You gotta put a JK LOL if you're just kidding or something. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this thing takes real, real Nintendo controllers, which I love using. You guys probably just watch a lot of the same content creators. That's gonna happen, though. That makes a lot of sense. Never played Yu Yu Hakusho Game Boy. Now I will, because Yu Yu Hakusho was one of my first animes. Oh, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah. Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, for sure. I knew you were. But you just got, like, put a JK LOL after that sentence next time, just in case. So someone doesn't think you're being serious, I don't know. Anyway, I always like to be safe, err on the side of caution. I need to find my blue light glasses like today. Hey, that's great. I mean, it means you guys watch a lot of the same content creators. He probably watches JK, because I raid over there. He probably watches, who knows, might watch Next Gen Gaming. I'm not sure. Either way. Yeah, the Yu Yu Hakusho game for Game Boy was really fun. I love the series. I've actually gotten to interview the voice actor for, it was for Genkai. Linda Young, and the voice actor, she's also the voice actor for Frieza. I got to interview her. I used to do an interview show a long time ago. I've been doing this for about 7.5 years. In my first 2.5 to 3 to 4 years, I really heavily focused on gaming, but also like sponsors and interview shows. For a while, I was sponsored by Beef Jerky Outlet. You guys know Beef Jerky Outlet? I was sponsored by a single store. I wasn't sponsored by the entire franchise, but I was sponsored by a single store of Beef Jerky Outlet. And that was pretty cool until they went out of business. Tim Dwayne might remember that interview. Tim, do you remember when I interviewed Linda Young, the voice actor for Frieza? You've been around for a while. I know there's a lot of people who'd remember. There's people in here who still here who watched the interview. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of my favorite series. I've gotten to watch that series like 8 times now. Love that series. I watched it with like 6 different friends and then like twice by myself, because I kept telling my friends, like, this anime is so awesome, you gotta watch it. Okay, what is it? It's Yu Yu Hakusho. It's amazing. Okay, let's watch it. I would be careful about typing Punk, welcome in, dude. I'm just gonna let you know, just as a friend. Just as a friend, I'm gonna let you know. Be careful of typing things like, I'm gonna, like talking about, I don't want you to get flagged for like typing something violent or whatever, you know what I mean? I have a picture of when I interviewed Linda Young. I wish I still had the whole video, but I don't. But I'll show you a picture. Here we go. right here. And I remember specifically when I got on there, she was like, "Oh, that's so cool. I love what you did with the characters behind you." Because I put, you know, all her characters that she did behind me. I was sponsored by a company called Toys of Our Youth at that time. It was a toy store that was local. But Linda Young was so nice. Yeah, you got to meet Christopher Sabat. That's awesome. Kuwabara. Yeah, and he also played, the Yusuke's dad. I forget the dad's name now. He was a Mazaku, remember? You don't know how to control your power. Let me show you. God, that was so crazy whenever I first saw that. No, dude, don't be sorry to me. I thought it was funny, but at the same time, just like, I don't want you to get flagged for something, for typing something like that, because, you know, just social media and video watching platforms will typically flag you for typing some kind of thing like that, and I don't want you to like get a flag or like lose your ability to speak for a couple days, because that does happen. I've seen, you know, I'm just looking out for you. Yeah, unfortunately Vic had kind of disappeared, man. Like his head got too big for his shoulders. Good morning, Angelo. He thought he was, supposedly he thought he was like, allegedly, he thought he was like God's gift to anime voice actors. What's up, Patrick? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. What's up, Mangelo? Yeah, he doesn't get too many roles because he started, I heard he had like a very bad attitude problem, allegedly, and he thought he was better than everybody, allegedly. Cool, man, thanks. Totally got it. How's my Velveeta? You leave my Velveeta out of this. I don't know what you're asking about. Tim Dwayne said he got banned when he was talking about your mom disciplining you as a kid, got flagged for a week. Yeah. One of my favorite animes is the creator, is Anime Facts, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho and Sailor Moon, our husband and wife. That's neat. Yeah, talk about a power couple. That was weird. Did you see that? So Justin Cook, is that who you're talking about? I did not interview Kevin Conroy, but I did get a very long, like 7-minute cameo from him when he was alive. That my friend Josh had set up for me for my birthday. But I did interview Stop Skeletons from Fighting, who is another one of my favorite YouTubers. Had a bad falling out with Rooster Teeth. It had some bad blood on both sides, but Vic didn't really recover from the drama. Separating the art from artists, though, his role as Elric got me started. Oh yeah, I mean, he did amazing as Edward Elric. Yeah, that's Yeah, I used to, Vic McNona or whatever his name is, used to be, you know, one of my, him and Justin Cook used to be one of my favorite voice actors. Justin Cook, of course, still being like my absolute favorite, because I mean, how can you know, that Yusuke voice, man. And that, I mean, like, you know, there's just something crazy about what he does with, you know, like, I don't know. Like, the emotion he can put into a voice is crazy, because, like, man, I'll tell you what, one of the craziest parts of Yu Yu Hakusho that I just love, still to this day, is when he inherited the spirit orb from Genkai. That was just crazy. Yeah, oh man, yeah, dude. I mean, like, no one, and I mean no one else could voice act Yusuke. No one. And you know what I'm so happy about? I haven't opened this yet, but do you remember how there was two really odd, like, Yu Yu Hakusho movies that were always kind of floating out there? The movie and Aizo Hakusho. They were finally redone and voiced by the cast, by Justin Cook and by Christopher Sabat, and I am so excited about this. I haven't opened it yet, but I just got this, and it matches the rest of my collection, which I'm really excited about, because I have the original DVD collection. I have all 26 original DVDs, but then I also have the 4-pack, which, like, with like the characters in the front. I haven't upgraded any of my anime to Blu-ray. I don't care. You know, I love my DVD collection. I worked very hard on my DVD collection for a long time, and I sold a lot of it. Oh my god, at one point I had so much anime. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. Yep. I am a huge Yu Yu Hakusho fan. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hug. Sometimes it just takes me a minute. I see most people left on Facebook, though. Man, boo. If you're still here on Facebook, say hi to let the algorithm know that you're here. Because right now it's showing there's only 2 people here. I know there's more than 2 people here. Thanks for waiting on YouTube. I appreciate it. I don't like having to get up, but it is what it is. I'm getting ready to leave for work. You rock, Mangelo. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Cielita, thanks for letting me know that you're here. Even if you're only here for a few minutes or whatever the case, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. Welcome in, Quincy. Here we go. And boom. I can't believe my coffee is still slightly warm. I'm still here. Speaking of odd anime licensed games, you ever heard of Metabots? Yeah, Metabots was kind of like too kiddie for me back in the day whenever that came out. I never watched Metabots. No way. That show had a very Pokemon-esque feel to it. And I don't like, yeah. No, either animes had to be like adult comedy or just really, really good, like Yu Yu Hakusho or Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo or you know, Black Blood Brothers or, you know, Trigun, Claymore, Wolf's Rain. Everyone you can tell when someone, I'm sorry, but you can tell someone who's not really an anime fan when the first anime they mention is Ninja Scroll or, hey, thank you, Tim, Ninja Scroll or Vampire Hunter D. Those are, you know, I can always tell. Afro Samurai is badass. The best part of you can always tell when someone's an anime fan, but not, it's not a big deal. It's not a put down. But I'm just saying, like, if you ever hear someone say, you know, my favorite anime is Vampire Hunter D, or my favorite anime is, you know, Ninja Scroll, those people typically probably are just like, they're like fair weather anime fans, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for the stars, Tim D. Wayne with the $5 dono, dude. Thank you so much, man.
Close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
I'm sure they had some good games, but you're probably a little younger than me to like Metabot games. No offense. I mean, I'm 43. I'll be out with it. You know, when I was in 1998, I was 16, worried about much different things than Metabots. You know, I was worried about what system I'm gonna put in my car. You know what? You know, how many subwoofers can I fit in the back of my 1987 Toyota Celica that had no right having subwoofers in it? You know. But just because the car looked like shit doesn't mean I couldn't have awesome inside music. You know, shit. You know. So. I mean, I'll agree with you there, Quincy. I've been there many times. I'll agree with you there. That's for sure. Just a second here. Oh no, that was horse shit. Ah. What the fuck, game? Seriously? Like, that thing was sitting there not doing anything, and as soon as I moved, it shot. There goes my no death run. Damn it. Fucking game. Hold on just a second. The comments are getting a little longer to read. Getting a little hard to read when they're really long like that. No offense, I like the longer comments, but at the same time, like, during these you know, like demanding focus heavy platformers, it's very hard to read a whole comment if it's not like a quick comment. Yeah, that's 3 in a row. Eli, I can't keep up with all those comments right now. Hold on just a minute. God damn it. No, not here, Quincy. And I almost had a... Ooh. Almost had a deathless run. I've done it 29 times. No, don't hush up. I'll just catch up on your comments when I'm done. But don't stop talking. I mean, that doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you I can't read your comments right now, but I am going to go back and read them. I promise you that. Like right now. Now is a good time. Oh yeah, sure, man. I totally was cashing a Pokemon. Read that. Yep, my younger brother, a girlfriend made a SpongeBob reference the other day. Said, "Sorry, I'm too old for that too." Yep, nothing wrong with SpongeBob. I know there's people my age who like it, but I just didn't get into it. I'm nearing the end of my 20s. Okay. So yeah, you are quite a bit younger than me. You would see when I was 16, you would have been 3 or 4. You know. Let's see. No, but I like your conversation. But I find my love comes from the concept of fighting robots no matter how... Yeah, you know what? If I was a kid back when Metabots was a thing, I would have loved it. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. I would have loved Metabots as a kid. Like, I have nephews who are 10 years younger than me. They're 30, 33 and 34 or whatever, or 33 and 32, and they love Pokemon. You know, my nephew played Pokemon, but you know, like in high school, like he was open. When he was in high school, it's like, you're open about the fact that you play Pokemon and you play football too. Like, dude, if you admitted when I was in school that you played Pokemon, you would have gotten tied to the flagpole. Fuck. You would have gotten tied to the football post and left there. You know, like if you, like that's how it was in high school in the 90s though. I'm not even kidding you. You know, I'm not kidding you. Shoved in a locker. You know, you would have been sitting with the kids with the long black trench coats. That's who was open about, you know, playing D&D and playing, you know, Pokemon. I played video games in high school, but man, I tell you what, when I brought a date over to my house or something like that, I would typically hide my PlayStation. Yeah, it's common culture now, dude. You guys are lucky. When I was younger, we had to hide that shit. Like in 2000, in the 90s and 2000s, like the video games was a total nerd thing. Now because it's popular, everybody and their brother's husband, you know, wants to play video games, you know. So cool, but like, I don't know, man. A lot of people who are into video games are more into them just for the, you know, like not a lot, but there unfortunately a lot of the hype with video games. People who never were into video games before, you know, like are scalping them. You know, that started in 2016. Damn, I remember 2016 whenever, you know, my buddy was like, dude, I just bought 2 of those PlayStation Classics and then sold them for 200 or Nintendo NES Classics and sold them for 250. I'm like, well, that sucks. So someone who wanted one could have gotten it for 60, but you're a dick and you sold it for 5 times more, 5 times the price because you got it first and they wanted it. You know, it's like, just leave. I think personally there should be a law. And I don't give a shit if people disagree with me on this. I think there should be a law to where something cannot be sold above MSRP for like the first year it's out. If it's like a new video game console like Switch 2s, I think Nintendo did it right though. The scalping on Switch 2, non-existent. So everybody better follow suit with what Nintendo did, because Nintendo Switch is a brand new system, and there's Nintendo Switch 2s on the shelves. You know, it may, I mean, and you can't tell me it's not because the system isn't popular or because people are mad, blah blah blah. And though that is a thing, but at the same time, it's not affecting the sales as much as people would like to think. They sold, it was the highest selling, launch day console ever. Like, it sold 3 million units on its first day or whatever. I don't know how it's still doing, but I can imagine that the Switch 2 is going to be a very, very popular system. Nintendo is getting themselves into some hot water though, allegedly, with their key cards and their, like they're basically like trying to be so closed fist controlling, so I don't know. I personally like the system. I can understand why Nintendo's doing some of the things that they are. Let's see here, but Nintendo is not, Nintendo is definitely known for some flub decisions. Hey, take care, man. Have a good one, Angelo. Take care, buddy. It wouldn't be their first time they've made a bad decision. You and your wife are gaming tech nerds. Same here with the lady and I. Yeah, the whole you don't own your games or your console. I mean, like, why would they do something like that after EA had so much backlash for the whole, like, you're gonna, or maybe it was Ubisoft that said, it was either EA or Ubisoft that allegedly said you will own nothing and you will like it. Essentially, you're not, you will, you don't own your games, blah blah blah. People are going to be okay with not owning their games, just like they're okay with, just movies are different, I feel like, but I don't think a lot of people get as emotional. Maybe some people do. I'm not saying people don't. So keep in mind, my statements are never blanket statements, because I understand that there's going to be some people out there who are gonna, like exactly what I'm saying. People don't like, if I say people don't like this or people don't like this, there's always gonna be someone coming out of the woodwork saying, well, I do. Sure, okay, cool, there's gonna be 5 of you, whatever, maybe more, but people get very emotionally attached to video games, and not in this. I think people more often get emotionally attached to video games more than they do to, like, let's say, movies or something like that. These are amazing, by the way. Blue Diamond Habanero Barbecue Almonds. It was Rockstar, I think, GTA. Yeah, pay per hour. Yeah, that shit stopped. And they also wanted to do, like, facial recognition for a little while. Like, I mean, seriously? Like, just make a fucking video game. Yeah, that's stupid. And I would say they're probably going to have some kind of video subscription service, but they already do. By the way, y'all, can we get a hashtag Tim for the $5 dono for the 500 stars? Thank you so much, Tim. I think it should be. Age verification, absolutely. I wouldn't want my, 8-year-old or my 10-year-old playing those games. No way. well, not only that, yes, that, but also too, the fact that so many people love the Switch, you know, like, the Switch is an amazing console. Unfortunately, I'm gonna turn off the music for this level. Only because it does get flagged sometimes. Quincy, I don't think everybody knows what you're talking about, man. They might think you're talking about politics. Does anybody know how many people don't know what Quincy's talking about when he says, yes, I'm Tim, spread the demand? Oh, okay, because Tim did just mention Helldivers. Never mind. Okay, sorry, Quincy. Sometimes you just say that randomly, but yes. But some people still might not know what you're talking about, though. If I can't touch it and hold it, it's not mine. I'd never let someone be able to take... Yeah, right? Hey, John, who knows? How's it going? Yeah, if the gaming industry ever got so bad that I couldn't stand it anymore, I would be happy playing everything I already have. Yeah, what is up with the price hike on the last generation's consoles? No, for sure. No, I know what you meant now, Quincy. I think they're doing it. No, it's not. I don't think it has anything to do with the tariffs, because there was an agreement. There was an agreement to no price raising on like electronics and stuff like that due to it. No, that actually doesn't have anything to do with it. It's I believe they're gonna blame it on that, but I believe that it's to make people buy the new console. To who wouldn't do that? Like make your old console undesirable. It's already sold, 136 million units or something like that, So yeah, no, I don't think that has anything to do with it. And if you want to get realistic, the tariffs are actually helping. Like if you look at everything that's going on, I would rather not be taxed like fucking crazy. Did you see what Canada did? Canada was charging us 245% tariff on eggs, dude. I mean, is that okay? Fuck no, that's not okay. Why isn't it okay for us to do the same thing? I don't know, but I don't want to talk about that here. Please do me a favor, everybody. Don't bring up tariffs and stuff. Let's not bring up anything political at all. Because I think people don't. When I was a kid, real quick, one last thing. When I was a kid, I learned in school that tariffs were a good thing. Anyway, I digress. If you want to put a response to that, go ahead. But let's go ahead and after that, cam the subject. I mean, Apple's putting $6 billion into the U.S. now in jobs. I mean, when did that happen over the prior 4 years? Anyway, You know, honestly, one of the reasons I don't talk politics is because I think talking politics as a creator, as an entertainer, and this is something that Hollywood needs to learn too. Hollywood needs to learn that, you know, here's the thing. As a creator, I want everyone. So I won't lie. I want to make $100 a day doing this, and I typically average about $100 a day doing this. If I talk about politics, I'm going to eliminate possibly half of the people who might support the show. You know, no, I think the people who are, I think the companies need to be the ones to pay the tariffs. Why should we as the people be taxed like crazy? You know, anyway, once again, see, this is what happens. Anyway, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care. Do you like the show? Do you like video games? Your money, a Republican's money is just as good as a Democrat's money. I don't care. You know, I really don't. I don't care if your favorite color is blue, if your skin is orange, if your skin is black, if your skin is white, if your skin is purple, if your skin is brown. I don't care. You know, I want to succeed doing this, and I am not going to succeed doing this if I you know, screw myself by getting rid of half my audience by talking about, you know, politics, you know? So I'm even probably going to delete this portion of the stream, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, for sure, Eli. I know you were checking out. You have to go to bed or whatever.
No, I already got back. Wake up. Wake up.
Good. Crunchberries is good. I think one of the dumbest things you can do is speak your piece and speak your politics if you're in the entertainment industry. You know, it's so stupid. It really is. No one gives a shit. Play the character. Act. Be entertaining. I don't care about Katy Perry's politics. I don't care about, you know, I don't care about Sylvester Stallone's politics. I don't care about, you know, I don't care. Just like most of you guys don't care about mine. Yeah, the worst thing to do if you, as an entertainer, is alienate your audience. I can alienate half of my audience out of here. One of my biggest donators might be someone who votes the exact opposite of me. I don't know. I don't care. I'm of the old school mindset, the 80s and the 90s mindset, you know. In the 80s and the 90s, you know, you could have two people who voted completely opposite be friends because they knew that that was a small portion of who they were, you know. It's like, oh yeah, he votes that way, I vote this way. That a-hole. Now let's go get a beer, you know? Talk about something else. That's the era I grew up in. Not this, oh, you vote for that person? I hate you. Anyway. Hey, Jody, how are you? When I was a kid, my mom wouldn't even tell me who she voted for. She considered it personal. Yeah, I do. I think more people should shut the fuck up about it. And just vote. I agree with your mom. I agree. Your mom sounds like a smart lady. Peanut butter crunch is so good. To me, politics is like your bedroom. It should be private. Yeah. Damn.
To me, politics is like your bedroom life, it should be private.
And Logan, you're good people, dude. Don't. Fuck! Oh my god, damn it. Screw that game. I'm not trying again. It's none of your damn business. That's who. I know my parents were opposite. But anyway, yeah. Thank you, Tim. Jody with the Contra. Honestly, the thought of alienating any of my audience scares the hell out of me. Because because I don't have a big enough audience to alienate half my audience away, you know? I mean, like, if I have a few bad months, I'm out of this. You know, I've been doing this for 5.5 years, just well enough to be able to do this full time. Thank you, Tim. And I'm always unfortunately a few bad months away from not being able to do this anymore. You know, so I can't risk it. You know, I can't risk like not, you know, I don't care how someone votes, man.
2K stars sent. I'm curious.
This is why I'm careful what I say in another person's stream, because I don't want to harm anyone's living. I don't want anyone uncomfortable. For sure, yeah. That's bad to hear. No, it's not. You got to start somewhere. Eventually I'll be big. Eventually I might be bigger. But no, that's not bad to hear. It means that I'm making it. Not every creator is going to be a millionaire, you know? But I mean, like, it's the truth of it. There's a lot of creators out there that are, like, unfortunately always a few bad months away from, you know, not being able to do this. Even some of the biggest creators who have big lifestyles, it happens all the time. Alexander Jane Spector. You either are, no offense, but you either are a kid or someone who's never, you know, ran a business for the first time. You know, even the guy who owns a donut shop down the street. You know, your guy who owns a donut shop down the street, who is a small business, is a few months away from, you know, not being able to do it anymore. If he had 3 months where customers didn't show up, you know, he couldn't do it anymore. Most creators, you know how hard it is to do this full time? Like, most creators don't make full-time money. So the ones who do are in the top tier. I appreciate it. I'm a small, hold on guys. My son gets so mad at the toys that he plays with. 100% agree, Chris. This place is a getaway, and the people here are awesome. Right. I meant to say that people should be able to express their opinions. Oh. Well, when you say that's bad to hear, no. What do you mean people should be able to express their opinions? I'm not telling people they can't express their opinions. I'm just saying I don't want to talk about politics, and that's my right.
to not want to talk about politics, so I don't alienate. You know, there could be some really good people who I would disagree with politically, but we get along great when it comes to retro games, and I don't want to alienate that out. So no, it's actually not bad to hear. You know? Hang on, everybody. Motherfucker! Ugh. I hate when I start saying something and I'm actually like making a good point and then I realize I'm muted. It's like one of the most frustrating things ever. Anyway, you know what? I don't give a shit. about is people's opinions who show up here for the first time. I'm sorry. If you're gonna show up here for the first time and try to give me an opinion on my show after I've been doing this for 7.5 years, I'd give a fuck less what you think. If you're thinking something negative, especially if you're judging a situation based off of one interaction with me, when I have, you know, made thousands of videos. I don't think people know what it's. People who don't create content don't know what it's like to be, you know, on the camera for public view, you know, as their job, and take the scrutiny that comes along with, you know, being, and that's it does. It comes with the territory, and I'm ready for it. Bring it. I got picked on all my life, so if you have something negative to say, fuck it. You know, cool thing about here, I can ban you. Not saying I'm going to ban anybody right now, but that's the cool thing about, you know, doing this anyway. I think if a streamer stream like they're home, if they don't want to talk about it, you know, it should be respected. Right. I agree. I agree with you, Tim. Let's see here. Thank you, John. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah. That'll happen. Why are you spamming? What was the point of spamming that? If you do that again, I'm gonna ban you, Shane Smith. You're definitely getting banned. Goodbye. Take care. Have a good one. He said, okay, whatever. Fuck you, Shane. Okay, well, the next time you come in here, I'm reporting you for multiple accounts, because right now you're creating accounts to harass, which is actually illegal. To create fictitious accounts with the intent to bully. Hey, good morning, Josh. I don't know, someone bored in mom's basement. I don't have time to care. There's always got to be one, y'all. That's why they say... That's why they say starting a new business fails within 3 years. Yep, 3 to 5 years. Yep, typically they do. Hey, thank you. He said you shaved again. Looks good. Appreciate it. Man, I need more Hot Pockets. Nick, you know what you should do instead of buying Hot Pockets? Because they're bad for you. Hot Pockets are like highly processed. Like super palatable foods made of oil, sugar, and salt. You know, nothing wrong with the salt, but you know, they're just made with oil, sugar, and salt at the end of the day. Next time you're craving a Hot Pocket, dude, go get a can of croissants. Okay? A can of croissants, some pepperoni in a bag, some mozzarella cheese, grade your own, preferably. You know, you don't want that. I believe it's potato starch or whatever. They put something in cheese to make it to where it doesn't stick to one another. So shred your own cheese. It's not hard. So croissants, marinara sauce, shred your own cheese, and put some pepperoni in there. Wrap them up, put them in the oven, and boom, you have your own croissant Hot Pockets. Yeah, they're way better too. Cortina just made them just the other day, and they were so good. They were so easy too. You know, super easy dinner. You can even do dessert pockets. Get some apple pie filling in a can, or cherry pie filling in a can, and put it in a croissant. Wrap it up, throw it in the oven. Boom, you have your own. Put some caramel on it. Put some cinnamon and sugar on it. You know, you have your own fucking, you know, Hot Pockets, apple pies. ADD, I was trolling the hater, saying he needed his mom to get him a Hot Pocket. Oh, ha ha ha. Yes, most definitely. Yeah, who has time to make that many email addresses and that many passwords and shit? Live from Mom's basement. Josh says, what's up, Jody? Yeah, little cherry turnovers, yeah. Thank you for all the stars, Tim. Thank you, everybody. I'll make sure everybody has all their spots in the giveaway for all their support. You want what, buddy? You want to turn it? I'm glad my parents were the way they were when I was 23 and sadly ended up in their basement again. I still got a job and pay. Yeah, my parents let me live with them till I was 26, man. I lived with my parents as long as I could. You know, I'm 43 now and I've been living on my own for a while, but like, I love living with my parents, you know? I mean, like, it was great. I didn't care about being in a relationship. I enjoyed having no rent, no bills as long as I could. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
I'd say support. Here you go again for my favorite streamer. Stars towards one day being on a stream with you, lol. You deserve it. EFF the haters.
Nick Jackson, ADD, say support. Here you go again for my favorite streamer. Stars towards one day being on stream with you. Hey, thank you, dude. I F the haters. Hell yeah. Yep, thank you. Way to go. Give me a hashtag Nick if you can, y'all. I asked a dude I worked with who made his lunch once and said his roommate, it was his mom. That's funny. Hashtag Nick. By the way, just 1 second here. Big thanks to Tim D. Wayne.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
Yeah, these games were so tough. I've never completed a Ninja Gaiden game either. I've gotten very close to beating 1 and 2, but could never, could just never get it done. Chris says, Nick with a star icon. Damn. It's that fucking bird, man. Oh, Tim, I was giving you your screen, buddy.
Get your special sock out, nerds.
Thank you for the stars.
It's gonna get good.
There we go. Hey, welcome in, Jake. How you doing? I stream all sorts of retro, man. Getting here daily for retro content. I play all kinds of stuff. I just played Contra. I almost beat Contra without dying again, but I've been messing up on my no death runs lately. I play a lot of retro though. I just got done beating Wind Waker, like last night or the night before. And then I started, let's see, what did I start after? I just started another game with Toon Link. I forget what it was. Minish Cap, that's right. Yeah, I've done a Contra Road no death run around like 300-ish times, but it's taken me like 6 years to get that. A lot of fails. What's up, buddy? What's the matter? What happened?
fall? Your pink Power Ranger fell over? Go ahead and try to stand it up again. They don't stand up very easily, buddy. It's really hard to make them stand up. You're doing a good job.
How about a bottle?
How about a bottle? Is what he said. My God. You want more? You want more in there?
No,
Okay, hold on.
it's
I know where it is, buddy. It's in the kitchen. You're right. Be right back, everybody. Again.
a black.
Okay, thank you. Well, no. How is it? Great. Let's see. Good for right now. These things are awesome, by the way. These chewy dip granola bars. I know these are a bunch of salt, sugar, and oil too, but you know. Here we go. Hold on, Quincy. A custom screensaver for like when I go. My God, I barely made that. There we go. That was much better. Oh. come on.
Adam the Astronaut, welcome in. Chocolate chip granola bar for me. Yeah, that's basically, this was chewy dipped with real chocolate chips, so. Let's see here. We get them for the kids' snacks. Oh no! Tried to pull back. Dark chocolate is amazing. Honey oat chewy granola bars, those are good. Everyone else is wrong. I like the crunchy ones. Tom, the custom screens are back. And this is version 2 where I'm gonna hide a little ADD. Yes. There's quite a few people who have screens, but no one who's used them yet, and that's okay. We'll get it all going again. Just, you know, Quincy will keep track of who has what, and then we'll... Ah, motherfucker. Yeah, I already banned him, Quincy. Of course, chocolate chips fresh out of the oven are the best. Absolutely. You know what's really good? Some easy-ass cookies you can make. Mix some peanut butter, some honey, some oatmeal, some chocolate chips, and some flour, and a banana. No eggs. So a banana, peanut butter, chocolate chips, oatmeal, honey, a little bit of flour, and you can even skip the flour. Put those in the oven, and you'll have some amazing banana, peanut butter, oatmeal, chocolate chip cookies. And they're like little, you know, basically hell. You can cut them into bars. You can cover them in chocolate. You can melt some chocolate and cover them and put them in the freezer. Put them in the. But yeah, shit's delicious. Yeah, the band hammer's hard at work today on YouTube. I don't like to ban people, but it is what it is. Dark chocolate's okay for diabetics in small amounts. Yeah, that's because it has antioxidants. But, oh, banana pudding with vanilla wafers is like an old school thing, and it's so good. Oh, mother. Oh, whoa. Come on. Oh yeah. Yeah, Fat Plat this month has like, I mean, if you, he almost has 20 screens this month. Mangelo has 4, just about. Jay almost has 2. Truman almost has 2. David Dolgus has 1. Dustin Kruger has 1. Glenn has 1. Alvin has 1. Ivana has 1. So that's who has him so far from the book. And then we'll add up from the tube too. So basically what we're talking about is you guys know how I have like these screens and stuff like that. Like these are all, a lot of these are people's ideas. Like these you know, star screens or whatever. And people can oh man, I love the taste of dark chocolate. You just yeah. It's so good. But let's see here. Forget what I was saying. Go. You see that, how he grabbed onto the spikes there? I think that's really funny how they do that, how he does that. Here we go. You like your banana pudding in the oven? So, Jaws was a game I learned how to beat recently, and so was Marble Madness, and I forget there was one other, but the next game I'm going to learn how to beat is Ghostbusters. I'm gonna learn how to beat that damn game. No. Why? 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 No. Scary movie screen is hanging off the side. I know. But I didn't feel like playing it again, too. I was only showcasing it. When I play it again, I'll pull it back over. Thanks, buddy. You love the smell of coffee, but you don't like the taste? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a kid's show. Oh, Chris, by the way, that stuff has been working pretty well, man. I've been putting this O'Keefe's on my feet at night with socks the last couple nights, and it's working really well so far. Haven't had an old man. Jerky Boys calling a while. Jerky Boys was a great movie.
Helper card on.
Oh, you want helper cars on? Okay, hold on. Nope, let's turn it on in there. Hey, let's turn it on in there. On the big TV. Let's turn it on. I did. Oh man. Well, I didn't pause the game on purpose because I knew the continues are very forgiving in this game, and also I didn't want you guys just to sit here with no music. Excellent. We need to mark some down for I know there's some people on YouTube who have some too. Like Adam Nelson has a few. So I'll have to look on YouTube. I wish YouTube provided like a leaderboard like the book does. I think. Fuck, man. Getting frustrated with this game. I've played it for long enough. All right, let's play some Ninja or some Tetris, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for now, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna try to be back in about 2 hours, but it's so tough sometimes, man. It really is. Like, it's unbelievably tough to get all the kids settled sometimes. Ninja Tetris, this is gonna be intense. What's the matter? Hang on again. What's up, Chris Knapp? How you doing? Oh, don't recognize you after the shave. Chris Napster. Man, Napster was awesome back in the day. 80 walks up to buy milk. Cashier's like, "Are you lost, little?" Oh my gosh. You're funny.
Come on now. There we go. I need lines worse than an 80s businessman. Damn. Oh. Ooh. All right, here we go. AD minus beard equals 20 years younger. It is quite the difference. Because I don't get called old man or anything when I don't have a beard, which is funny because I just got called old man the other night when I had the beard. That's not what made me shave it though, but it's funny. It was like, it's just funny how that happens. Oh man. Just a hole making fool here. Oh yeah, there we go. Now the layers are coming off. I'm more than just hair on the face. I'm a man. It's okay. I was just in the hospital and they had to shave my beard off because I aspirated in my sleep. I woke up with no beard. Oh my gosh, you what? Aspirated in your sleep? What does that mean? I may not be a smart man, but I don't know what aspirated is. I'm gonna look it up. Oh no. You had foreign material or liquid or something going in your lungs? That's scary. He's gonna change his name to Handsome Guy ADD. Oh, you guys are funny. That's funny. Cortina calls me handsome all the time. Basically, I threw up in my mouth during sleep in the internet. Oh, and almost drowned him. Oh no! Oh no! That's awful. That is unfortunately how my aunt left this planet. That's terrible. Man. Well, I'm so glad you're still here. Yeah, dude. Glad you made it. Damn, Larry, glad you're here. Yeah, dude. For real. That's crazy. We're all glad you're here.
Hey, Shauna, how are you? Patrick, what's up, man? Oops, spoke too soon. Hey, that's okay. You know I don't care how well or how bad how well or how bad I do in a game sometimes. You know, it is what it is. I'm here for fun. I'm here for the fun part, for the conversation. Can we get to the good part? Yeah, it was pretty scary, but I'm on the road to recovery now. I'm fortunate the nurses made it to me in time. That's great. Oh my gosh, for real. Seriously. Did you, man, did you have any crazy dreams while you were out? Oh, of course. Now you're gonna give me a line, you dick. Yeah, it was pretty scary. Whose line is it anyway? Doing good. Decided to watch a stream before I go to bed. 2 more nights left of the graveyard. Hey, thank you for making me your before bed entertainment, Shauna. That's so awesome of you. I love that. I think that's awesome. People say, you know, I think it's really cool when people choose my stream as their end of the night viewing, you know, end of the night thing to view. For you being nighttime, I know it's not nighttime right now, but for Shauna just getting off graveyard shift, it is essentially, you know, her PM, even though it's AM. Alright, here we go.
Ah. 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 Oh. Fuck. Not bad. I'll take level 15. Well, let me tell you what. Let's see here. They're all chilling, man. They're all three like laying down right now, which is cool. It's like, do I continue streaming or do I go take a shower and take a nap for a little bit while they're all chilling? You know, I don't know. Two hours, 5 minutes in. I think it's a good time for me to stop the stream, plan another one, and come back in a little bit. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to stop here. Take care on Kick, take care on Twitch. Take advantage of the shower and maybe a little nap. Yeah. Oh my god, man, seriously, right? If you take a poop at 11:59 and you're still on the toilet at midnight, it's the same shit, different day. That's funny. Take care, Hanukkah. Adventure Island. You want to see Adventure Island? Cough. Mega Man 5. Cough. You know what's funny is I almost played Mega Man 5 this morning. Not sure. I can't guarantee that I'm going to play Mega Man 5. I'm not sure. I might. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to come back with. So, I will play Mega Man 5 soon, though. I can promise you that. I don't know, man. I was thinking, some stuff on Sega might be cool, you know? Like, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about Mortal Kombat CD lately. Mortal Kombat CD is pretty cool. Hey, you're alright. You're good. You're good. I love it. I love Adventure Island. I want to play that again. I want to play Adventure Island 3 soon. So, we'll see. Yeah, I'm thinking Sega. Possibly thinking Sega. I just don't know what to play on Sega. Whether I start with Sonic or whether I start with something else. I don't know. I'm going to see when the last time I played Sonic 1 was. Maybe even Sonic 2. It's been a while since I played Sonic 2. I played Sonic Mania recently, but not Sonic 2. So there's so much I have to think about. I try to at least give it a week before I play the same game again. Anyway, take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Sonic CD. That might be a good idea. Might actually be a really good idea. You might have me there. All right. I'll see you guys.